What's up guys, this is Loki here, the lead moderator slash PR person in Team Planet Pokemon, and today I'm going to make a small tutorial on how Bulbasaur works. So let's start off with the basic movements. To move forward, backward, left and right, use the W, S, A and D keys. So to move forward you'd click W, to move backward you'd hold down S, left hold down A, right hold down D. And that's very common for a lot of games. Also, if you want to jump, all you have to do is click the space bar, which is also very common in a lot of MNOs and so forth. And that's basically it. Now, it's important to notice that if you want to move very quickly forward, backward, left, right, you just have to double click the respective key. So like W, I could double click it and this would happen. Bottom, double click, you move backwards fast that way. The same thing goes for left and right. Now, it's important to notice that when you're doing that double click, you are losing some stamina. If you look at the top part of the window, there is a red and the green bar. The red bar represents how much life your Pokemon has, and the green bar represents how much stamina or energy your Pokemon has. So while doing attacks or those quick little jolts forward, backward, left and right, you will be losing stamina, and the lower that is, the less amount of attacks you'd be able to do. So let's check it out. If I move really quickly forward a bunch of times, look at the green bar, what's about to happen. Yeah, it's losing stamina, which is bad. If you have very little stamina and you're in a battle, then in order to hit your other Pokemon with some attacks, you might not be able to if you're too low. You're just gonna have to wait until you heal. So let's talk about attacks right now. Each Pokemon in Planet Pokemon currently has 4 attacks, 2 of which are basic attacks, which are common to all Pokemon, and 2 which are specific for that Pokemon type. So Bulbasaur, the first 2 basic attacks which all the Pokemon currently have in pre-alpha are tackle and defense. That maybe will change afterwards because not everybody might be able to tackle, or I don't know what Magikarp would do. But let's first look at what tackle does. So it's the same as normal games. Do tackle, you left click the mouse and you get an animation that's very similar to the double clicking of the W button. It's not the same animation, it's a little different. The main difference is obviously that tackle does damage. Anything that's between the initial point and the final point of your Pokemon will get hurt and will lose HP. Now, when you do defense, this is the basic animation that you're going to get for defense, and you do it by clicking the right button of the mouse. What defense basically does is that if you were to be hit by another Pokemon, it would reduce the amount of HP that you would get inflicted with. So let's say you were 100% going to get attacked by some guy, Charmander's Ember or something, you could do this and then you would have less HP damage happen to you. Now, Bulbasaur has 2 other attacks which are special to him, which are Leech Seed and Vine Whip. So how do we use Leech Seed? To use Leech Seed, you press the Q key and you get this little nice animation. What Leech Seed does is that if you're low in health and you use it on your opponent's Pokemon, you will recover health over a certain period of time. Now, this currently only works on Pokemon that your opponent has, not on wild Pokemon, because we haven't applied that feature yet, fighting feature with wild Pokemon. But if you did do that to an opponent's Pokemon, then you would eventually heal HP. Now let's take a look at Vine Whip. To use Vine Whip, you click the E button and you get this little cool animation. The cool thing about Vine Whip is that any Pokemon that's inside that animation that you just saw will get hurt. So you do have a decent range, and it's not only an attack that attacks forward. There's also a little bit of damage done on the sides. So yeah, it's if you do it and the Pokemon's in range, you will land it. And that's a good thing about Bulbasaur. Now, Bulbasaur has the capability of doing combos just like most Pokemon, and one combo that I like to do, for instance, is a tackle, Vine Whip a few times, and then use the backwards double click on S to run away from the battle. So what just happened is you inflicted a tackle damage, you inflicted damage from 2 Vine Whips, and you got away without getting hurt, which is pretty cool. Now, you see what's happening right now? There's some light and stars happening that just went around me. If you stand still when you have very small amounts of stamina, or any amount of stamina, then you will heal it rapidly. It's basically a rest type move. You're resting and you're healing your stamina more quickly. So that's basically how the battle system works with Bulbasaur. It would be very similar with other Pokemon, Charmander, Zubat, so forth, just that some attacks would be different, specifically their characteristic attacks of those Pokemon. And you can either test them out for yourself or see some other videos that I am eventually going to do. They might be up already. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I am Loki, lead moderator of Team Planet Pokemon, and I hope to see you guys in game. See you later.